to fmtraining.tv. My name is Margaret. I'll be your broadcast engineer for today. I hope you're all having a lovely day. Hi, Nick. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good. I am glad to hear it. I hope you all are doing well. Please say hello so I can say hi back. So today we're finishing up our, well, we have, I think, one more object-oriented design adventure, but that's a design and not calcs. We have object-oriented calcs and coding day 2 today. Real quick, if you would like to support the channel, we've got a couple options. Feel free to pick up our annual subscription bundle and get a ton of video content. So that's for people who I really like the live streams or they want to learn about FileMaker. But the live stream format doesn't work for me. If you need very tightly edited video content that is short, that covers a huge variety of topics, feel free to pick up one of our annual subscription bundles. We cover a lot there. Pretty much everything you need to know to become a competent FileMaker intermediate level developer in your own right. The other two options are feel free to toss us a review at Google on FM Training TV at Google. Feel free to give us a review and tell us how you think we're doing. And the final one is if you look at all this and you're like, your content's great, we like all this, but I really don't want to make the database myself, you can always reach out to us at support@rcconsulting.com. We have a huge variety of senior engineers, many of which you have met before on stream, that can help you with whatever project problems that you are in need of, Nick included. Last thing to mention, FileMaker Conference is coming up. Full access. It's kind of like Pause on Air, if you're familiar with Pause on Air. Except it's on the West Coast. Richard and I should be there. At the very least, Richard will be there. I should be there, but we'll see. Stream adventures have to be sorted out. It'll be in Los Altos, I think. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. It'll be a really awesome conference. It'll be a really good interpersonal conference. There's gonna be major Claris people there as well. I believe Rick Cowan will be showing up. So if you would like to talk to a lot of your fellow developers and learn a lot and then chill for a couple days, as well as actually, expanding your knowledge about the FileMaker and making connections in the FileMaker community, feel free to join us at Full Access, which will be pretty awesome. Okay. And then fullaccess.us and then go register. So, I think we're good. Feeling like we're good. Nick, do you want to share your screen and get us started?
Okay, so today we do the second day on this coding, object-oriented for coding. Yesterday we started a little bit to see what we can do with this. So what we are going to talk today, it will be a little bit redundant with today coding performance in coding and the sorting stuff. It's intertwined all of this, but it's okay. We will have the same type of reasoning in 3 different video, right? But we will talk about the same thing different ways. Okay, so all of this, because by the end of the day, all of this is to get better code, simpler, leaner, and more performant. At the end, that's what you get, right? So that's why I'm saying it's going to, in the performance, I'm going to talk about the same thing. So let's start with a great example that I found. I found many good examples, so I'm happy today. So first example for you is this calculation here. Let me go there, here. So this calc here, where it is. So this calc. So what's wrong with this calc, right? What's wrong? Well, this is what we call spaghetti style, spaghetti design. It's all connected, blah, 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 together, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's no interruptions, From here to here is one unique calc, correct? So there's no way for you to, to dissect this, and you need to look at everything at the same time to understand what's going on here. You don't understand what's going on here. Me neither, But if we start with the object-oriented, you will understand everything about that calculation. So because this calc works, it works, but I have no idea if this is correct, right? So I'm going to show you how the object-oriented coding will save you and will help you for understanding your code, save time, make it leaner, simpler, and make sure that the result is correct, because I have no idea if the case works. I have no idea. Am I sure this is the result I want to get here? Because I have multiple cases here. Am I sure this? I have no idea, right? So let's copy that code, right? And let's create a new, and let's put that code as a reference, right? At the bottom. Okay. So this is now, so first, the first thing that it's not good. How many times I need to do this? Pattern count on the same damn fields. 1, 2, 3 times, right? So I'm accessing this field 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, 4 time, right? 4 time. So I'm accessing that, and I have another pattern count here, the 50-50. Okay? So let's make it object-oriented coding. Of course, we need to do the let, which is where and what we do first, it's all, as you can see here, is all about billing. So the word billing, we can, get rid of it. Correct? Well, and we can get rid of, adjusted. That adjusted, right? But we can get rid of it. I'm going to call this reason. That's enough for me, because this is seen by you. That's enough for me to understand what it is. It's a reason, okay? If I had 2 reasons, I would have put a differentiation. But I have only 1 reason here, right? Correct? Okay. So that's the reason. I call it once. Correct? My reason is here. So now I can come here and say, okay, how is my reason? What my reason? Why is not reason? Oh, because what happened here? Reason equal. Oh, sorry. My reason. Okay? But I can call it as many times as I want. You understand? But I can ask this as many times as I want. But I won't be able, I don't have to go to the database and read the data. I have it in memory. It's there. So now you understand the reason why this is better, because you call it once, it's in memory. So I can use and reuse and reuse again. I don't have to call it again and again and again and again. Okay. You want to tell something? March? No? Okay.
Oh, sorry. No, sorry. I should have been on mute, but someone was asking
Okay.
me about
No problem.
a sample file. So I was
Okay.
telling them.
Okay. So now, here's the catch. This here, obviously, I want this, all these, all these. So one of those 3. You remember yesterday what I told you, right? So here we have another approach to do that. First, remember I told you I have something here in memory always. I have this always ready for me. The clean filter is always ready for me. That means this will remove all unwanted characters. Okay? And keep only numbers, capital letters, small letters, and some wanted okay characters. Okay? Correct? Okay. So, which, okay, so now this being said, this is a reason, right? But I want to detect exemption without using this freaking pattern count, which is freaking slow, because pattern count is doing letter by letter. It's going to check, that's a E, that's a X, that's a E, that's a M. It's slow. So we don't want pattern count, right? We don't. Instead, we want to get this and to make it like this. Values. Remember, I told you the mother of data, the mother, right, of data is values. This is the mother. This is mom. This is the beginning, the start. So anytime you can get back everything to the value, then you activate all of this arsenal. All those weapons are for us. We have all of this at our disposal. You understand? On text, we have nothing. Nothing we have. On values, we have all of those. So now, right, I have the reason list, right? So I have this, and now I have this. Yes, but I want, to filter exemption, discounts, promo. Unfortunately, the way it is built, I have this stuff here, right? And I want to get rid of it. So I have my clean reason list, which is filter my reason list, the text to filter, and my clean filter, which is in memory, right? So now I have my clean list. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I need to do clean reason. Sorry. I need to do the clean before. So I need to do this here. And clean reason. What do I have today? Okay, clean reason. Okay.
Yes.
So now I have my reason. I remove, right? So now look this. Compared to that piece of bleep here, I can check this. This is. Now I can check this. Boom. I get rid of this. I can check this. Each part, each sequence, each object, I can cherry pick it and check it, see it. Okay? Here, no way you can do that. So now I have my reason list good. I want to put my filters. Okay? So what's my filter? Well, is this is the list. And what is my filter? Exemption. Discount. Oop. Pay. And promo. That's my filter. So let's check now. That was my reason. Okay? That is a clean one. No semicolon, so no column. This is my filters. I want to detect this exemption, discount, promo, right? This is my reason list. Correct? Oh, don't tell me I press. Oh, I need to do it again. Yeah. I press escape. It's okay. So I can redo it. Reason. It was billing. Billing. Adjust reason. Okay. Now the clean reason. Okay. It was the filter, the reason, and I have my clean filter in memory. Okay. Then what was I had my filters, right? Filter values, which is what it will be. Filter values, it's a list of hold on. I need to go there, do this, and do this, because I need this. Don't worry, I will fix it. Okay. Okay. Sorry for that. I press escape. So it was exemption. It was discounts. And it was promo. Okay. And I want to do this and this. And I'm saving it. If I press escape, I don't lose all of this. Okay, so now that I have my filter, I have my clean, right? My clean reason. So now I want my reason values, okay? So I need to transform to substitute my clean reason and remove the spaces and make it with carriage return because I want to make it a list. Reason values, clean reason. What happened here? Oh, maybe because I'm. Oh, yeah, here. Okay. Okay, now I have this. This. So I transform this into this. Because I have the column character, I needed to clean it. Okay, I needed to have this. If you don't have the column issue, you don't have to do that. Okay, but now you understand why I have this object clean filter that I can pretty much reuse whenever I want. I call it whenever I want. It's there. I start with this, right? And now, what can I do here? I can, since now I have values and values, filter values, reason values. I can use the filter values, right? That the text to filter, right? And that the filter values. Wait, it doesn't something wrong here? Oh, yeah. Filter values. What happened? Tick, 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 tick. Why it doesn't like it? An operator is expected here. Oh, because because sometimes when I use the same filter, let's call it filters, because that's a conflict here. Okay. So now, here what happened. I'm filtering values against values. So do what in this text, what do I have from this list? Discounts. Okay. So if I go to another one, I go to this one, what do I will have? I have exemption. So the filter values, I have a list of filters, a list of values, and this is another list of values. So now I can use filter values and filter both, right? Filter values. Okay. Okay. So that the values filtered. Exception, right? So now that I have this, I can say this case here, okay, is filter equal is empty this. So is filter? No. Is filter, okay, not is empty. Is filter? Yes. There's something. That means I have exemption or discount or promo. Okay? You understand? Why this is better than this? Do you know why? Because I'm not saying that I'm saving. Okay, this is because this could have been like this here. It's optional. It's because because my data is like this. But so why this is better? Okay, it's because this is freaking slow. You have not only you have a pattern count, but you have an OR. Everything here is slow. You can use it, but it's slow. Sorry, slow. This, what do I use? I'm using function. I'm using pure FileMaker code here. Function, right? And I'm getting only once the value. If I want to use this on another field, I just have to put that on another field. And it will work. You understand? So, and let's say I want to use, I want to add a new value here. This, it will detect this. Here, I need to add a new OR. I need to do this, add a new one. You understand? Correct?
To use left instead of pattern count is faster? Question mark.
To use what?
Left instead of pattern count.
Left. How left will work here?
Or let.
Left?
I think they mean let. Sorry.
Oh, I mean let. Of course.
No, bigger than. Larry says anyone else's head spinning. Do you want to try like simplifying this down a little again, Nick, real fast, like a rehash of a little bit to.
So what is confusing? This?
Yes, I'm guessing that's what's confusing them. Larry, what specifically is confusing you? Do you have a thought, or are you just kind of generally lost? Just lost, which
Okay.
happens. Okay.
No problem. Okay, forget about this.
Mm-hmm.
Forget about the logic. Okay? Forget about
Yes.
the logic. Well, this here is that is good for you. That means you are a beginner. Period. But this because this is slow, it's not easy to understand, it's complicated, and it work, but complicated. Okay, because do you know what does do? You have no idea what that do. You have a round, a sum, a round within a sum, and you have a pattern count, and you have another round here. We don't divide it by something, multiplicate divided by this. You have a 2 in the middle that you need to figure out that the 2 belong to the round. And you have another round here, and you have to figure out that these 2 belong to the round. Okay. So forget about this. Okay, forget about this. It's okay. If you didn't get the replacement by pattern count, let's do something else. Okay. I mean, the problem is you have pattern count, pattern count, pattern count, pattern count, pattern count. But how many pattern count do you know? You want this, right? You want something like this, or you want something like this, and you just have to add this like this, because this is the same as this. You understand? So anyway, let's forget about this for now. The pattern count stuff. I will come back later. Now here is a case. So first, okay, this is one case, this is another, and this is the final, no case, right? Case. You have the test 1 with the result 1, the test 2 with the result 2, and the default result. That the test 1, okay, look this. All of this is a test 1 with the result 1. This is a test 2 with the result 2. Imagine this, I had to figure out. I didn't build that. Huh? You know that, right? So now I need this. Okay? So what is this? So I'm going to objectify everything. I'm going to objectify everything. Okay? So first, here, I'm going to add the contingency. So here I have, this is contingency. Yes, I know. You see, for example, the abbreviation, I know that contingency, but you will have figured out yourself that contingency? CTG is impossible. I know because I'm working on the file. Okay? So it's all about fees, It's contingency, 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 contingency. It's all about contingency, right? But sometimes we have market value. So see here, right? So I want to continue with this, So contingency fee. This is here. Okay? But that's the fee due. Okay? Here we have the contingency fee percentage. Okay? So I continue here and I'm putting my stuff. Contingency fee percentage. Okay? Then, so I have this. So now I have the adjusted, I have the contingency, because this is the fee percentage. Now I have the adjusted percentage. I don't need to put contingency. I can do, So let's do this, This is the contingency adjusted. Adjusted percentage. Okay? So I'm putting all my fields in here. Right? Contingency fee due, contingency fee percentage, contingency adjusted percentage. So you will say, yeah, Nick, why you put contingency all the time? Well, because I have other things now. For example, I have, this I have, but I have the contingency fee due. See, I have twice the same, right? Twice the same. Why twice the same? I have once. And here I have the market cap fee due, right? Market cap fee due. Okay? And the flat fee amount. Flat fee. I don't need to put the amount. Okay. So instead of calling 1, 2, 3, 4 times, instead of calling 1, 2, the same field, okay? Instead of calling again this one and another one, I don't know. So this one I need to put that the adjust amount override. Okay. So this is a default. Okay? Because this is what it is. It's a default. The default. So now I'm going to rebuild this. So I'm going to objectify everything. So you put everything there, contingency fee, right? And now you continue. For example, you want to round this, you want to build this, for example, right? You understand? So you want to round all of this. Okay, so this is filtered. Has reasons, because this is what it is. If I have a reason, I want that. Has reason, okay? And then I do my calc here. I'm rounding this, okay? So it's the contingency fee due, okay? Multiplied by the adjusted contingency percentage, right? Divided by the contingency fee percentage. And the precision is 2. Okay, is this calc here not more easy to understand than this, right? Okay, it's round of this, right? Correct? And that has reasons. I'm going to show you why I'm doing this, okay? I'm going to show you that, no. Then here, if the pattern count of this of 50-50, okay? So here, you remember, so this is, I have one list here. This is for this. But here, you know, I can use the pattern count. I can use this, okay? And I can do like this, right? Is 50-50, okay? Or I prefer to use this, I use 50-50, okay? Is 50-50, pattern count of my reason. I don't need to call it again, and the search screen will be 50-50 because this is okay. I have one only. Here I have 3. This one, or this one, or this one. Here I have only 1. So pattern count for this is okay. But I don't need to call 1, 2, 3, 4 times the same field is there. Here I'm collecting all the data, and here I'm using the data. It's 50-50, okay? So I'm going to put this here because you will see, okay? Oh, so is 50-50, okay? What do I want? I want the round, see? So I want this, you know, has, you know, 50, I will do it, equal. Actually, I can do this. Doing this. The name is very important. I want the round of the sum, okay? So this here, right, of the sum of this. So I want the billing contingency fee due, okay? How this super complicated will become much simpler. Market cap fee due, and flat fee amount. Now, okay, that's all. So you collect your data. I collect, boom, boom, boom. So now you will say, okay, Nick, well, what are the benefits? What are the benefits? Well, what is this? Oh, let me see. I might have a problem here, or I might be in an empty one. Okay. What is this? What is this? What is
They're
this?
saying save.
Huh?
David said save.
No, no, it's okay. It works. It's work. But it's empty. There's zero,
Yeah.
zero. Yeah. Okay. So now has reason. If this here is the case, right? So I want to see if this, what the result on this? Zero. What the result on this? Zero. What the result on this? Zero. So by the end of the day, this one, the end of this is default, right? So let's continue there because I need to find because this one is zero. So let me pull something that has something here, here. Okay. So let me finish the case because I need the case, right? So far, what I've done here, I took care of this. Baby step. I took care of this. Then I took care of this. Then I took care of this. Then I took care of this. That's done. That is okay. Boom. Done. Terminated. Then I took care of this. I have a calc that is independent. This works. This works by itself. This worked by itself. Here, I can't do that because the whole thing needs to be done in order to make it working. Otherwise, what you get, you get an error. Because it doesn't work. You get a question mark. It needs to be done and to work. Here, I don't need to, my calc here is not finished. Do I have a calc here? No, it's not done. Do I have something here? No, but I can go away. And I can come one by one. I can try one by one. This one, I can try one by one. This one, I can try this one. This one. Is that okay? See the difference? That's a difference here. This is this round. Is that okay? Yeah. Is the amount. You can try, you can test, you can fix, you can detect a bug. Here you can't. Is all inside the pattern count of this and this around. Everything is spaghetti style. If you don't finish this from here to here, you get a question mark. It needs to be done completely from here to here. I don't care. I can take care of this and take care of this and this. They're all independent objects that I can call. I can call this. I can call this what it is. I call it. What is this? I call it. Oh, what is this? I can call it. Can you call this here? Yeah, you need to call the fields. But here I have a reason. I have a logic, right? Okay, so now I can build my case. But this and the case now is finger in the noise. Finger in the noise, right? So you didn't understand that? Okay, don't worry. I will do a special webinar about the filter values instead of pattern count. Okay. Let's forget about this. Okay. So is there a value in this? Do I have exemption or discount or promo? Is filter, right? Then I want this. But my naming here is not good, he's so has reason. And here is reason results. Much better. Okay. I will do it. Reason result. Okay. So this is a test to know if the case will work. If is this case has a reason, that means not is empty the value, that means is there an exemption and a discount and a promo? Yes or no? Yes, no, 1, 0, right? Exactly like this do, right? In that case, if that's the case, I want the reason results. If not, so the case go to the as reason 50-50, I want the 50-50 results. You know, I can even do simplify this. Okay. Has 50-50, I want the 50 result. Has reason, I want the reason results. You know, reason like exemption, discount, you know. Otherwise, I want the default value. So, you know, you tell me, if this case more complicated to read than this one? Because you took care baby step by baby step. You took care of this first, and then you took care of this, and then you took care of this, step by step, bits by bits. First, you take the pan. Secondly, you put the butter in the pan. You know, you don't put, you know, I know, you know those videos on TikTok and you on Facebook, people, they put everything they have in the fridge in the pan and then they put in the oven. You can cook that way. We call that spaghetti style. You can do this, you know, you put all the ingredients as once, everything in the pan, right? And you cook it like this, or you do the right way, right? So you collect your data, you know, you collect the data, right? And then you do your stuff that you didn't understand. Just understand the filter value is not easy, okay? That's why whoever used filter value?
I don't think
This
I've
one.
have you. Me to filter phones, David said.
Yeah, but you don't use it as a like case if, right? I use more filter values than case, for example, right? That's why my stuff fast, right? You understand? That's why my stuff fast. Because, but this super fast. This here is fast because everything is prepared in memory, right? I don't have pattern count, pattern count, pattern count, pattern count, pattern count, pattern count. This is slow. Here is okay. Here, you know, is perfectly okay. I could here because I have only one, right? I have only one, but right, but I could use exactly the same thing here. You know, I could say filter value, you know, I could use it, you know, but it's okay. Pattern count here. I want to show you something that I would have done real. Okay. You understand? So, okay. So this here, this amount here, 568.59, this calc is doing it. And this here is this calc. So I'm good. So you understand? So yes, I know what you will say. So yeah, but you know what? Well, it's shorter, yeah, but it's a big mess. Round and this, and you code it twice, and you know, here you put everything in on top, right? So this, and the logic, the calc is here, not here. This is not the calc. This is the calc. The case is here. Okay, where is the logic? It's here, right? So here, my logic, I say, case has reason, I want the reason result. Has 50-50, I want the 50 result. Otherwise, default. You see, this is a human, it's a human text. This, did you get? Now you get what happened. If I have a reason, I want the reason results. If I have 50-50, I want the 50-50 result. Did you figure out this from here? Right? So this is one example. Okay? What's it? Because I have an odd scenario maybe, but I have a customer. Okay, so we have some question here. I get a call to a field, then keeping in memory is more efficient than multiple calls. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Uh,
Position text screen, search screen 1-1. No. David, the position text, David says position text, something like this. First of all, I need to debunk. David said this, position the text, because we don't need that, you know. To do this, you said get as Boolean instead of more than one. Because this here, slow. Here, fast. Here, slow. Okay. Yeah, it works. It will work the same, you know, but pattern count, when you have something like this, it's totally fine. Totally fine. Okay? When you have more than one, you need to go to the filter value, to the value, filter value. Okay? But I'm going to do a webinar on the filter value anyway. Okay? So, another scenario, maybe if I have a customer on a standing discount, but they want to use a promo code instead, if there's a way to working out with what multiplier. Okay, Marge, can you, Andrew from Liverpool,
yes.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, an odd scenario maybe, but if I have a customer on a standing volume discount, but they want to use a promo code instead, is there a way of working out what percentage reduction multiplier to apply to their order? Ideally, whatever gives them the biggest reduction is the one they will go for.
Yeah, Andrew, for that, you need to use a relationship. You need to put your promo code in a table with a field, and then, you know what I mean? And then put the percentage, and then apply, you know what I mean? I don't know if you understand what you have a table, promo code table, you put your promo code, the percentage, right? And then something like this, right? But it's based on that will be to me, that will be a relationship matter and not a calculation.
We have an earlier question as well.
Uh-huh.
Why are the operators slow? Do you know what under the hood
Because
causes this?
yeah, because it doesn't use the same part of the memory, it doesn't use the same you know, when you do an operator, and that's why they're outside, right? That's why they're outside. When you use this, well, you have one chunk against another chunk. Here, I have one chunk. this is one chunk. When I do this, is one bit. This here is a bit and another bit and another bit. When you do, you know what I mean? So when you do this, for example, and that's why we have, and that's why we have, okay, here, let's take this. Right? Why we have sum? Why we don't do this? We do the same, right? Yeah, but this slow. This fast. Because it's a function. Okay. We have the div, also, we divide, but you know what I mean? So we have factor, I think. But sum, we have a function. See? Let's go to the numbers. We have the factor, right? We have the sum. Where is the sum? Where belongs the sum? It's aggregate function, I think. Yeah, see? So, and that's why, we have some stuff like this, right? So we have aggregated function, and we use them because they're faster than here we have no choice but to use this. We can. I could have used div. I have div. I could have used this. This. I could have used this. Multiplied by this, and it would have been better to use this, by the way. Like this. These were better. Right? These were better. And I could have used factorial here, by the way. You can optimize to the infinite, right? From YouTube, yeah. Can you do it? Can you say the question?
The Andrew's question, yes.
Yeah.
An odd scenario maybe, but if I have a customer on a standing volume
No,
discount.
not this one. The from YouTube, you just pasted.
Oh, yes. Okay, sorry. I misheard you, so I was like, okay, I think you answered that, but I'll read it again. I follow this method, but I worry that I'm doing all the calculations each time, no matter what the situation is. Is there a loss of speed, whereas the other method, the calculation would only run if that case statement is true?
Oh, you mean you mean you here this calc doesn't operate, right? You don't do this calc. I mean, if this it perform all of this, right? So that means what you mean is the calculation does this, and if he passed this, he will do that, but he won't do this, right? Well, no. I mean, depending if you want to optimize this, I got the question. The question is, the case will take care of this. The case will take care of that. If this passes, that means if this is true, he will evaluate that calculation and stop it. That means he won't do this, neither he will do this. Here in that case, I'm doing everything. He calculates everything. He calculates this, he calculates this, and he calculates this. Okay? and this will be like, right? Okay, so the advantage is if you are lucky that the first in here is always the one you get, otherwise he has to, he do this, right? And then he goes there, right? So if you have here, for example, I am in the same table, you know what I mean? So to calculate all of this, since everything is that optimized, doesn't care. That means this will be like Thunderbolt. Here, this is slow because you have this madness here, right? You understand? So internal performance, if here you have crazy shit, like the boss would have said, okay? If you have crazy shit and you don't want that to happen, okay? Here, what you see has reason, right? So you don't do it. So, you say if has reason, you do this. And you stop it. You understand? So you have all the controls if you want. If you really want, you can do that, right? You can do, because you have here the condition that will make that possible. But to be honest with you, I wouldn't have built the calc like this anyway from the get-go, but I wanted to demonstrate how to transform something spaghetti style into an object-oriented calculation, right? This is easier to debug, to understand, because this is easy. This is super easy. Okay, you want an example, right? Let's do an example. I have a great example for you. So let's show you an example. I pause my screen because I don't want to show everything. I'm going there. And here you will understand your pain. You will understand your pain. Okay, resume. Here I have a calc, right? So I get my name from T21B, letter body, blah, 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 blah. Address, city, state, balance, can be currency as text, bloom, 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 with this. This is a custom function of mine. I have the memo if, so I have a calc here. So now, this is where I collect all my stuff. Okay? So let's get this here. And here I said, upper name, and the address, and the city, and the state, and the zip, and the memo, and the nickname, right? Or do you want this, the calc to be like this, right? Do you want the calc to be like this? Is that easier to read? No, I'm asking, is that easier to read? Do I continue? You want to see the text? You want to see the calc at the end? Let's do zip. Let's continue to see how beautiful that will be at the end, how easy to understand it will be, the calc, oh, it's beautiful calc like this, right? So that's what you want? If, what is the is? What do the is? the upper what? Oh, contact full name. Oh, I understand. And after that, I have the T21B, blah, blah, mailing, or this. This, you don't fry your brain. You put on the shelf. You put on the table the name, address, city, state, zip, okay. And then your brain will be here, focus. This is where your brain is going to fry. This is where you build your text. Okay? So you don't want all this T21B in the middle. Right? You get it? Right? Make sense?
Yes, he said, "Great, thank you." So you did in fact
Right? Look,
explain it.
look this one. Look, I'm just asking. This is all what I collect. But my text is there. Right? That's it. Address block. Right? I have the address block. This is the list of the upper name, the address city, you know. I took care of that object. That object is ready to be used. So now in my logic, I'm calling all the objects, right? You understand? And I could even you can even do something like this, to make sure that, sometime I'm doing this because sometimes this can get crazy, right? So I'm putting in red whatever I'm select from here, right? Because here I'm not in I'm outside. I have an external schema, right? And we have a webinar on this. So I can put colors on the text to say, okay, this is something I'm getting from this let, right? You understand? Because here is not easy to see, but here I can say this one here, right? And I can say with due date, right? So I can do like this. I know balance is coming from this, right? You know what I mean? So I can see where I'm getting stuff from this stuff because it's not easy to see here, Okay, like here I have a case, but this is the customer that changed this. I wouldn't have done this, but okay. But you understand the point here, okay? You understand the point.
Yes. So I
So
think.
yeah. So do we have any? We don't have other question, right?
Oh, we do actually.
Oh, okay, go ahead. No, go ahead.
This is an earlier question. Would it be better to create a custom function instead of the global variable?
Create a custom function instead of. What do you mean? About you mean this here? For example, something like this, like the clean filter.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Is because why I did that? I don't remember. You could, right? But this here, for example, it's optimized for that customer. Okay, so a custom function is something that you want to be able to copy paste without, yeah, I mean, you can. It could be. It could be, to be honest with you. It could be because, yeah, why not? That means, I mean, here I have a better control in my, because here, this is how it works. So you have the login, the sign in, sign out, the system. When I'm loading the system here, I have setting variable, right? And here I have it here. So I can modify it on the fly without going to the custom function, right? And so the custom function will recalculate some of your calculations where maybe you don't want that. I mean, I don't know. I don't. Both options are good, in my opinion. It's not a bad idea, you know. You copy this and you go to the custom function, new, and and you call that clean filter, right? That's it. So now you here. Actually, it's a good idea. Clean filter, boom, you have it, right? It's a good idea. It's a good idea. I will keep it. I will have both, because unfortunately now that I have this, I can't really, change. Yeah, custom function. Yeah, I think you're right. You're right. More consistent. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I'm going to use that from now on. And you can change it if you want, and you can have multiple version of it. Uh, you know, or so you can have multiple version and you call with the parameter which one you want. I'm thinking about which type of filter we can have, like or filter, yeah, no, it's a good idea. It's a good idea. I admit. So before we go, and yeah, filter text, filter number, yeah, text number, what for the number you can filter because yeah, no, it's a good idea. It's a good idea. I like it. And before we go, yeah, we don't have time, so that will be for another for the optimization. I'm going to continue and this, but guys, you know, this object-oriented object, to me, saved me from many, many problems, than the spaghetti style, because the spaghetti style, it's you can't really go and do crazy shit like this, right? It's complicated. Trust me. It's like saying, okay, I want to, I don't want to use variable in scripts. It's the same thing, right? Okay, so if we don't have any other question, I think we're good to go. And
Uh,
yeah, go ahead.
we've got a couple more. Sorry,
Okay,
people have been active today.
okay,
Uh,
I'm happy. Finally.
when do you decide to go to let statement? I will put two things together. However, as soon as my logic requires more than two things, my brain stops working and let comes to the rescue? Question mark.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm using let for everything, unless it's very, very super simple one line. Like if I don't know, if name equal Nick, then Yahoo, right? Okay, that I don't have let here, right? But if I have to, okay, when I have a case, right, like this example here, I use let because I want the case to be like this. So I objectify everything. Here I have no difficulty to understand because all the calc is here. So if I have to prefetch things, if I have to pre-calculate things, if I have to test things, right? Actually, I could have said test reason, result, test 50-50. I would have it better, to do that test. Because this is what it is. It's a test, right? So if it's a test reason and a test 50-50, test reason, test 50-50, right? So if I have something like this, I will do. If I have a if a little bit complex, if I have to do a calc within a case statement or a if statement, like for example, if the test, right, is a calc, I'm using let. If and k is the same. If the test one, test two is a calc, right, I'm using let. If I have to call twice the same field, I have a let, right?
Thumbs up.
But that would be a good. Can you take note for ideas, right? So first the
Yes.
filter value. So all the filters, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because so who is using this?
He was using what? The filter values?
Yeah, filter values. Not
Uh,
this one. This is mine, but filter value. Filter. That's two. Because this is mine. This is a custom function. This is a custom function. So everything that is not, like filter value and filter. But the filter value is a must. Question for you too. Okay, I'll answer that. The filter values, if you know to use it, it will blow your mind. Really. Like here, like that was a perfect example because I have multiple here, right? And I could have this to be, and I could have this. Oh, I have a perfect example. Uh, Imagine this can change. It's not static. Can be anything. One record is exemption, discount, promo, and another record is new, bad, good. Right? How you do that here is hard coded, right? Whatever you don't want that hard coded, because I could have done that not hard coded. I have a good say. Yeah, okay. So let's do a filter value demo, and the other one was we just talk about when to use let statements.
well, yeah, when to use let statements. There we go.
Yeah, yeah,
And the question about the filter values was, I do, but I've been listening to you for years. And someone else said, not as much as I should. Thank you for the reminder.
yeah.
So,
It's those function here. Sometimes we, like the get as boolean, stuff like this is thing we don't use because we don't know. But when we know how to use them, then you say, "Oh gosh, how I could live without that before." It's that simple, right? And it's the to no the goal is to make everything identifiable, right? And easy to understand, right? So, and always keep in mind this kitchen analogy when you're cooking. Yeah. Because here is like, oh, you cook everything at the same time. The problem of this is that if you have one mistake here, the whole thing collapses, right? And you have no way, no easy way, let's say, no easy way to debug. For example, here how I'm debugging something. Let's say, so why said unrelated table here? I keep saying why? That's funny. Why said unrelated table? Oh, because I'm not in the right table. Yeah. I need to go there. Okay. Not with zero, something with something. Here. Okay. Okay, you here. So that's the result. But are you sure? Are you sure this works? And that which result is this on this here? Right? You have no way to know. You understand? No way to know which is what. From this here, what is this result? This one, or this one? How you know? Tell me how you know. Okay, I'll show you how to know that. So you put ends like this, and here you say, okay, what this results? Oh, this is it. So I got this, the 59, the 568.59 is because this was yes. It is one of those three: exemption, discount, promo, right? Is it true? Without seeing, how I know that? How I know that this is true? Okay, let's go and take my reason. Oh, I have exemption in my reason. So my filter here works. So my test return 1 on this. Ergo, this is my result. Now, go there. Now, the result is still, so it's still this one, right? So let's try, let's start to see if I can find a 50-50. Hopefully it won't take long. Okay. So I have a 50-50 here, right? So okay. Is this worked? No. It's not this one. Is the test 50-50 worked? Yes, it worked. Ergo, the result is this one, the 50-50 result. But it's 0 because the amount adjusted is 0. But you know, you understand? So now, let's say I have this. Let's say I'm here. I have, let's say I have something here. Oh, it's I want okay, let's say I want something here. I want something here, but this empty. Only, okay, so I want modify as fine. I want superior than 0 here and empty here. I have nothing. Okay. So I only 0 here. So the default here always be 0, but it's okay. You know what I mean? So you can, with this here, you can test all parts and compare with the results. You can do that here. Or you need to copy all of this and test this. You understand? Here is easy. Double click, double click, double click, double click, and you put here and you can compare all of your reasoning, all the reasoning, you can compare one by one, right? I mean, I don't know. It's anyway, if you want to get to the next level in FileMaker, you need to use this.
Yes.
And then you go ChatGPT and you copy paste this and it will tell you what it is. Right? Let's copy this. And new chat. Tube. Let you read. Return values. Because he knows me. So you know, that's what I'm going. So this is the calc with comments, my way. Right? So you copy the code and you paste it. Right? And so you can't have something that clean, right? If you don't do this. Because here, right, it's a return both the calculated contingency result and you see, he understands that, right? Which I will remove it because I don't really care. But he knows. So he knows that the core fee inputs, the reason to normalization, adjustment results. He knows, he understands the purpose, the logic, and he has some notes. I'll let you read, you know. But you can't get something like this, okay, with this. You can. Got it?
There you go.
Oh, now put the original. Okay, let's put the original. I'm not afraid. Ah. More compact, but harder to read and maintain. Boom, in your face. Right? So David A, analyzing code, the code appeared to be part of billing calculation. So circular reference, yeah. Missing default value, typo in 50-50 result. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Typo. So you got it. Okay. LED version. Okay. LED version pull all field into name variable once, cleans up the reason string to use them, easier to troubleshoot, cleaner. I mean, okay. So you know what? I'm doing FileMaker for 45 freaking years. Right? There's reason behind all of those, performance, you know, runs them fresh each time. Let you calculate test reason one and reuse them. So technically, the let version is more efficient and scalable. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Now you can do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. You know what? If you don't like it, I give you a refund. Right? I give you a refund. Documented engine, better for maintenance, debugging, and spending. Right? I don't. I didn't have the. I knew what he would say. I knew what he would say because it's so logical, right? It's so logical. Yeah, David. David said the case is way better to train the brain. Yeah, yeah, it's true, but I can send you some websites where you will have like BDSM videos if you like it. It will be better. It's funny.
Okay.
It's funnier. I mean,
Right.
it's funnier. If you want the pain, there's other ways. Funnier, but this pain here, I don't want it because the problem is this, right? You don't do that once a day, twice a day, or once in a while. You do that all the freaking time, right? And what I'm saying to my customer, all the time, is that I never worked on something simple. Never. I always worked in craziness, right? On crazy things, right? Always. I never worked on something simple, which I understand. You don't need me for something simple, right? You want something fast and reliable, something that works, that's something that looks good, right? So you have all this fancy technique of mine, like you want the letters, you want a letter system like this, where you can create your own filter by letters, all of this, right? And you want something to look nice like this, right? And you want to be able to preview your letter, right? So you click preview, and then you have the preview of your letter, right? That's what you want. I don't know why it's so slow. Maybe because okay. Here's the preview. That you later, right? That you later, right? So all of this is good, is nice, but it's not free, and you need to have something that works, something fast, reliable. Anyway, other yeah, the BDSA is better. I mean, David, if you want the pain, I don't know where there's other ways. Call me. I will teach you. No, really, really. And you know what? And ChatGPT will be it will be easier for you for ChatGPT to help you, right? It will be much easier to help you than anything else, you know, because it can read in a way, if it's easier for you, human, it's easier for him, machine, or it, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, um, Yeah, if the bond would have been here, it would have been funnier. Yeah, I mean, sometimes sometimes I'm yelling at you guys, but is that okay? That's my style. But it's it's been so long that I'm doing this. I'm very happy to share. There's no way you can find another place in the community that we are giving you all this goodness and all those secret recipe, right? You understand? So, I mean, nobody will teach you how to do that. That's why I want to do it. The objective oriented. This is when I start to use that technique, and the next one, the next one is one the yeah, is the sort stuff. But the one on the we have one on the Monday, the performance, right? You'll see. You'll be surprised.
Yes, no, that'll be awesome. Yes,
Okay,
Steve says
guys.
I'm learning a lot about performance. Thank you. Yes, no. You've taught us a lot today.
I think so. But it was cool.
Yes.
Anyway, so see you on Friday.
Yes. Thank you very much, Nick, for presenting, and I look forward to seeing you Friday for adventures.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye, everybody. Have a good one.